Bum 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 bum. Yeah, something like that. Okay,
China song. That's all
so
I know.
our adventure starts on a normal
Ooh, the
night. Okay, it's not raining. It's just a normal night. And basically, what happens is this old man comes, nothing
You
about
Bella, come
him.
on, get up here.
And I think
Come
he
up here.
kind of just like appears. So he just kind of appears. And he looks up and he sees all of the lights. And he thinks, I don't like light. So he takes this machine and he swoops in all the light. Okay? And then he looks at a cat and says, "Oh, it's you." And the cat turns into someone. Yes, Catman.
Are you reading off a script?
No, I'm just saying things. Whatever comes to my mind. Yeah.
Impressive.
Okay. So the cat then morphs into a girl. I mean, like it's not a girl. It's like an old lady, and she's like, she says something important, but it's not that important. So we're not gonna really touch on that. Okay. Then next thing you know, you hear this motorcycle, and you're like, "Where's the motorcycle?" It's in the sky. Okay, up there.
Whoa.
And it's this guy named Hagrid, and he goes.
Wait, I get
okay.
to be Hagrid. No.
Yeah, he's Hagrid.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, so he comes in.
Let me go downstairs.
Okay. And he's like, I have a baby. That's actually
I'll be the baby.
So he has a baby, and he's
I'll
like,
watch from here.
let's give the baby to these people, because they're his relatives. And they're like, yeah, nothing can go wrong. So they gave it to him, and they like ring the doorbell.
From here, guys. We can see it too.
Okay.
Oh, am I standing up here, or is it just my head?
So then, just your head and your body. Okay.
Am I big?
Yeah, you're really big. So then, next thing you know, it jumps to like the future, sometime in the future. He's like 10 now, but he was like not even born before. I don't know. He was born, but like he was a baby, so it doesn't really count. Okay. So next thing you know, he is he's born. Wait, I guess I already told you guys that. What? Oh, okay. Now he's 10. Okay, and he's like sleeping in this little room. It's like smaller than this carpet, like a lot smaller than this carpet. It's like as big as this window if you flipped it on its side. Okay, and then this guy named Dudley. Wait, or is it Dursley?
I think it's Dudley.
Dudley, yeah. He's like
Doodle.
jumping on the staircase, and he's like,
he's what?
Wake up, Harry. Oh, by the way, guys.
Yeah, he took a. How am I understanding?
He like jump, and
you
that made like
say he dumped
and because I forgot to say, Harry is under the staircase. Okay, so when he jumped on top of the staircase, he made like dust fall down from the ceiling, like okay, but then, okay, he'll never believe what happens next. His aunt comes and is like, wake up. It's a huge plot twist. You never really saw it coming. Okay, his aunt's name is Aunt Petunia, okay? And Aunt Petunia is like, as I said, she said, wake up, okay? Hi, Pepsi. Okay. And
am I waving in real life?
Okay. So then he goes up, he wakes up, he eats dinner, or not dinner, breakfast, because he just woke up. And then I think, well, what happens next? I think he gets a letter. I think they're like, go get the mail, and he gets a letter. So, no, that's actually happens farther. Sorry, I spoiled it. But
What about
I
the
think
zoo?
What?
What about Dudley's birthday?
Yeah. The zoo scene.
That's right.
Oh.
I got you, man.
Yeah, thanks. So it's Dudley's birthday today, I think. Okay. So they walk in, and then Dudley is like, count. Oh, no, he says, how many are there? And he says, 42. I counted them myself, and he's like, 42. They were.
No,
40...
it's 42 smuggling balonies. He says that.
Yeah,
I remember, it's
like...
a TikTok audio.
Yeah, and he says 42. They were like 44 last year. And he's like, oh, we'll get you 2 when we go out. And he's like, oh, so then I'll only have 40. And he's like, no, you have 46. Wait.
Only 42 smuggling balonies.
I think I did the math a bit wrong. But it's okay. So then, they go out to the zoo, okay? Because every kid back then wanted to go to the zoo. If you don't believe me, ask P. Beller. P. Beller, if you want to go to the zoo, don't just, like, have your hand face that way. But you look at that, he wants to go to the zoo. Okay, so then, oh, I'm gonna get back in my seat. Then they go to the zoo, and then they go up to this glass snake, okay? And the snake is green, like polar cub. So, they're all, like, banging on the glass. They're like, bing, bong, bong, wake up, or whatever. And then, they're like, and the snake kind of just sits there, and I was like, it's boring. But then Dudley is, like, putting his face on the glass, like this. Hold on. Like this. Like, on the glass. Okay. So then Harry is like, "Apshoom," and the glass just disappears from the face of the existence. So he jumps through. Yeah, that's what and the snake then crawls out, and he falls in. Okay? It's like crawling around, and then Dudley tries to get out, but the glass is back. It's confusing. You wouldn't think that after the glass disappears, they'll put it back.
Snake talks to Harry.
Then the snake says, thank Harry, or thank you.
No, he was saying it like...
he's like, what? This snake can talk? So then Harry gets in trouble when they get back home, and I think he has to, like, go to sleep early. Okay? But tomorrow, guys, can't wait for tomorrow. Or at least they can't. Tomorrow? Does anyone know what happens tomorrow? No. Tomorrow
is the next day.
Exactly.
Plot
Tomorrow
twist!
it's gonna be the next day. But the next day is gonna be this job interview thing.
Hair is big.
But it's not.
Ooh, it's so big.
Some grown-up thing that I don't know what it's about. Okay? But it happens. So they're like, Harry, we're just gonna pretend like you don't exist. And they're like, Petunia, what are you gonna do? Petunia's like, I'm gonna bake things. Okay, Dudley, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna open the door and greet them into our house. And the dad's like, yeah, and I'm gonna, like, make sure they agree with us. And
I don't remember this.
No, it's true. It's true. You can trust me. Okay, so then Harry goes upstairs, and he goes upstairs. Wait, this isn't Harry Potter 1, right?
Yeah, no,
I don't
you're
know.
right.
Is it?
This is that business meeting. That's the business meeting. Hey, you're right.
Wait, no, I think that's in another one.
Wait, when Dobby comes.
Yeah, it's when Dobby comes. This is Dobby? Yeah, wait, pretend that never
Yeah, no,
said
yeah.
anything. That
No, well,
never
who's Dobby?
happened. Nothing happened. Dobby, no one's Dobby. Dobby's irrelevant. Okay. So, next thing you know, okay, there's like a letter, okay? He gets a letter, and he's like, oh, I got a letter. And he, like, has no friends at school, okay? No friends. And obviously his parents, or Aunt Petunia and uncle, and his, cousin don't like him. So he's like, because he got a letter, he's like, what? No one wants to talk to me. So he opens up the letter, or at least he's about to, but then Dudley's like, my letter, and then the uncle throws it in the fire, okay? So, or something along those lines. Or I think he, like, tears it up, or something. But then the next day, they get a new letter, and then another one, and then another one, and then until it drives the uncle crazy, okay? And it's Sunday. So he's like, dude, don't worry. The mail service does not come on. Wait, what day did I say it was again? Sunday. He says, don't worry. It does not come on Sunday. But guess what? It came on Sunday.
Oh!
So he's like, okay, you're allowed to open up. I don't care anymore. It's too hard for me to, like, I don't want to, like, think about it anymore. So then they open it, and it's to Hogwarts, wizardry, and witchcraft. Okay.
What?
But guess what?
Wait, you forgot that you're a wizard, Harry. Oh wait, no, that's not yet.
That happens later.
That doesn't happen. He's not a wizard.
Exactly. Yeah, never.
Harry
that
is
didn't
not
happen.
a wizard.
It was like, then it said, you're going to be maybe a wizard. Okay, maybe.
You're going to be maybe a wizard.
But I'm gonna tell you about the school because you might be one. Okay, and it had like
Just
all
maybe.
these stuff on it. But we're not gonna touch on it right now.
School,
They're gonna be like, bruh. No, you're not allowed to go to the wizard school because
Wizard boys?
that's weird. And he's
Can't go
like,
to wizard
oh
boys.
man, I want to go to the wizard school. But then they're like, no, now we're gonna go live on a rock in this little shed on a rock. Okay?
In the middle of the ocean. You forgot that
In
part.
the middle of the ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
So that way, no more letters can get to him. Okay. That night, it's also Harry's birthday. The next day, so they go over there. It's Harry's birthday, and he's about to go to sleep sad because no one even said happy birthday. But next thing you know, bam! It's 12 o'clock. The moment his birthday comes. Okay. And next thing you know, boom! This very big.
No, you forgot the part where he writes his name in the dust on the floor and says happy birthday. And then that's not Hagrid. It's not that part. You forgot one.
He says, "You're a wizard, Harry." Oh no, he busts down the store. And then they're like, I say something to him. I forget what. Okay, and then what's his name? The uncle comes down with a shotgun. He's like, hey, yo, leave. Then he sees how tall the man is. Okay, the man's like at least this tall. Okay, so he's pretty tall. And then the craziest thing happens. He walks over to the shotgun. Okay. Pretend this is the shotgun. And he just curves it. Like, it's,
wait, this can be a shotgun.
Solid metal, and he just curves
I want to
it,
get you. Then my shotgun.
See, pretend this is a shotgun. He just goes, whoa.
Oh.
He just does that. Yeah. Oh, now I'm small again.
And then it shrinks.
But guess what? You'll never believe what happens.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Bro, imagine dessert.
Alright. Then he gives Harry cake. And then Dudley eats the cake. And he's like, ooh, you see my wand? Well, guess what? Now,
he uses,
you're gonna be a
umbrella,
pig.
not his wand. He uses his umbrella, not a wand.
but his umbrella is a wand.
Okay. He transmogged it.
Yeah, exactly. So goes up but he doesn't really turn him into a pig. He just gives him a tail, a pigtail. Okay. So then Dudley's like, and Aunt Petunia and Uncle Yes says,
my baby.
Yeah, my baby. Okay. This is the craziest part, though. Harry's like, but like, who are you, dude? Like, what? And he's like, gets up real close. He's like, you're a wizard, Harry. And he's like, what? I had no idea. What? Okay. Crazy, blowing his mind. He had no idea. Oh, I'm trying to sit back down. Okay. So he had no idea. And they hop on his motorcycle that flies. I tell you, I forgot to tell you guys the part where he takes out his umbrella and he lights a campfire.
That was right when he entered. You missed that so far. And you
I
also missed the part where Harry's aunt and uncle explain how he's a wizard and his parents didn't die in a car crash. Big steps here. You're missing some big stuff.
Well, not all the stuff has to be told, like just some main parts.
But why did we need to know he was lit by a campfire?
But if they're bigger parts and they're easily forgettable, I'm just not gonna say it because when you guys leave, you're gonna forget it. So I'm just gonna.
I remember the whole movie.
Okay, so then next thing you know, where was I? Oh, right, he's on the motorcycle. Okay, he's like, who are you? Oh, I'm a keymaster. Okay, what's a keymaster? He's like, Hogwarts, and Harry kind of just like knows everything at that point now. He's like, but
he knows.
Cool. And then he like drives to what is it called? To this place called somewhere. I forget what it's called, but it's
9 3/4
Diagon Alley. Diagon.
Oh, that never happened.
Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley. And Diagon Alley. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Had to tell everyone here. Okay. So he goes to Diagon Alley. Okay. And he's like, we're gonna get you stuff. So
Harry's got G's.
First they go to the bank, and they're like, bank, okay? And Harry's rich, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the part that he's like famous, like super famous, like famous, more famous than like Mishka, okay, or Bucky.
That's illegal.
Yeah, I know, right? You think it is until you really see it. Okay, like literally, one of the teachers. Someone just asked where I was, and
vibes.
I mean, number one, he's more famous than me.
As Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much as famous as Jesus. Okay, because whoa, did anyone else see that? Okay, because guess what he did? You'll never believe what he did.
He survived. I mean,
he stopped the wizard bad guy. He was like, okay, so basically there's this curse, but it's not really a curse because it just kills the kid. Okay, and then
it's a scoundrel charge shot. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's basically a scoundrel 5 charge shot with the 5 on it, and you hit your shots actually. So it's like, yeah, he's more basically. He like did the thing, okay, and then he was like Alakazam. Okay, but instead, Harry was like, no, and then he didn't die.
Then he died.
Okay. So
he just built different.
What's his name?
He just built different.
Yeah, he just built different. Okay, so what's his name comes? Oh yeah, Voldemort. That's his name. He dies. Okay, but he doesn't because he has not die things. But we'll get into that later. So then, the craziest thing happens. He gets an owl, and he then gets a wand, and then his clothes. Okay, so now he has his clothes and his wand.
Cloak.
Okay, so
There go fish.
Now that he has all that stuff, he's like, now I'm a wizard. Oh, also he got books because he's going to school. Well, that's like the boring part. No one likes school. But then something really scary happened.
Ooh.
What? He got on a train. No, before that though. You guys know how he got on the train?
Wow.
He bought a ticket.
Capcan.
Oh!
I need you to act real quick. Stand right there, and pretend to be a wall. Okay? He was like, oh, this one mom was like, just walk through the wall, duh. That's what everyone would have done when they first saw it. So then they just kind of walk through the wall like that. See? And no one really is like, all the real people, which they call muggles, no one is like, that's a bit odd, because they're just built different. Okay?
Because they're just built different.
So, next thing you know, shoot, where was I? I was talking about something.
The train.
The train, yes. It was on 9 3/4. Okay, so they get on the train, and when they get on the train, you know, there's this kid named Ron. Okay, I'm basing this off the movie too, not the book. Yeah, and Ron is like,
eating chocolate.
Wait, but before they get on the train, Harry Potter goes up to one of the people, like a muggle, which is what they call the people that don't have magic. And he's like, where's 9 3/4? And he's like, there is no 9 3/4. Okay? That's just what happened. I just forgot to say that.
You missed how he got in. Who told him about it?
I know. Well, that's why I just told him about it. Okay, so he
Ron
gets on the
Weasley's
train.
mom told him about it. And it was Ron's first time through 9 3/4 too.
Yeah,
you're missing the important stuff.
Yeah, and then there was also this girl named, like, Ginny, and, I don't know, it's a weird name.
Hermione?
No offense if that's your real name, but I just never find it.
Hermione comes in later in the scene.
Who's Hermione? Hermione's not real.
I mean, her mama. Her mama comes in later in the scene.
Her mom. Ginny's mom comes in later in the book. But we're basing this off the
not
movie.
the movie.
Yeah. So he gets on the train, and he's like with Ron, okay? I think Ron's like, oh, there's nowhere else to sit. And then he's like, hold up. Wait, hold on, I wanna...
Ring, ding, ring, ding, ding,
glasses,
ding, ding.
man. So he's like, are you Harry Potter? And Harry Potter's like, yeah, who else would I be? And he's like, here's an exact representation of what he does. One of these.
That'd be Ron.
This.
Huh.
And then he does this. Alright, so now Ron's like, what? No, hey, it's Harry Potter on my train. What? I'm sitting next to him? And then the trolley is like, you get something from my trolley. And he's like, and then Harry Potter's like, I'm rich. And
he
then
throws the
like,
rack.
Like, what? And he's like, I'll take everything. Everything I tell you. Which, we're gonna get off topic real quick right here. Because I just want to say this. If they're in a magic world where you've seen things be able to get duplicated later in the next few movies, why do they have to pay money for things if you have an infinite amount of it? You know?
Because you can't pay with, like, candy to get people to work. You gotta pay them for work, for labor.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. All right,
There's gotta be a currency or else the economy will die.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So then they're like, you know... Oh, yeah, so they're eating candy, okay? And then, so Harry gets this thing called a chocolate frog. It's just a frog made out of chocolate, and you can eat it. It looks good. I gotta admit, it's literally just chocolate that moves. And then he gets the card. Oh, and I think the chocolate frog like runs away or whatever. So they didn't. It
jumps out the window into the train.
It was the top 10 saddest moments in all Harry Potter. But he gets a card, and then he notices on it a guy's name. What's the guy's name? I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention.
No, I know who it was. It was the old lady that turned into a cat at the beginning. Her name was...
That is wrong. It was the Philosopher.
You guys got the story.
It was McGonagall.
McGonagall
totally
is not on the card. That's Dumbledore.
Oh, it was Dumbledore, yeah.
Yeah, but on Dumbledore's card, it also had another name that's going to be important later in the future. But I forgot his name, so we're gonna just have his name's just gonna be the Philosopher.
Man.
Okay.
Oh.
Because it's the Philosopher's Stone. And okay.
Huh.
Okay, so next thing you know, they're eating candy. Then they hear a knock. Knock.
Balloony?
Shoot. Who is it?
Hey, Balloony.
Who is that?
Wait,
is it Voldemort
the part
again?
Where there's
is
the
he back?
black guy?
But
who asked if people could hear them?
But then a girl walks in. Her name's Hermione. She's like, do magic. And Ron's like, oh, I know spell. Spell. And it pops. Okay? And she's like, ha, you're dumb. I know real magic. And she goes up to Harry Potter's glasses and is like, fixed. And it doesn't pop. Okay?
Oculus Reparo.
Yeah, something
Oculus
like that.
Reparo.
Yeah, you guys are telling the tyrannical tale of Harry Potter. You're forgetting the true story is about Voldemort. And
who's Voldemort? Who is that?
Yeah,
who shall not be
That's
named.
from the book.
We don't. We don't know who he is.
Oh no!
I mean, we know who he is. We don't know.
He was actually the hero of the story, and they twisted it. You see.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm telling.
If you want to know the real story of Harry Potter,
Mishi, have you ever told me? Have you ever heard me tell a story that was wrong?
I'm hearing you tell one that's wrong.
Exactly.
Ooh.
See?
I heard you tell me.
Never would have. I would never. Okay, definitely do not have a gun pointed to her head telling her to say that, because that would be mean, right, Mishi?
Again.
Right?
Chicken.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Mishi. That's what I thought.
Now they're like, whoa, magic is real, even though they just ran through a wall. They're like, whoa. And, then what happens? They get there, and then it's something like big feast. Dumbledore says something, everyone cheer, ghosts fly out of table.
Boss, what are we doing?
Oh, I forgot to tell you before they got off, when they got off the train, they saw Hagrid again.
I'm outie.
And Harry Potter's like, hey, yo, what's up, Hagrid? And Hagrid's like, yo, what's chillin', Harry? And Harry's like, and then they're like, whoa. And then this guy, and they get to the place, the castle. And, then McGonagall's like, alright guys, we're gonna go to the feast now, okay? And then this guy, the bully or whatever, what's his name again? Shoot. Ishi, do you know? No, who's the evil guy's name? Not Voldemort, but Markro. Wait, Draco Malfoy. Draco Malfoy goes up to Harry. Oh yeah, hi Draco Malfoy. Nice to meet you. I'm Harry. And then, and Draco's like, hey, you need to know your good friends, okay? Because other friends are bad, okay? And he's like, nah, I can find my own friends. Oh, shoot. He's dead. Oh, shoot. Wait, where does he go when he dies? Oh, he just goes down there. Alright, so, then he dies. Wait, no, he doesn't. No. P-Bell, he got my whole story mixed up. Okay. So, then he's like, gets all mad and stuff, you know, because he's just that type of person. Not that getting mad at someone for saying that they can have their own opinions bad. It's just, he, you know, yeah. That's just the message they were conveying.
I wanna see if
not
this, I wanna see if
that,
this is actually even
never
happening.
mind, we're just gonna pretend I never said
Oh my
anything.
fucking god, it is.
Hey, Jack, bro.
Hey, I'm still in your party. That's a miracle.
Hey, X. Oh shit, you're in my party
What's
still,
up?
X? Oh damn.
I'm like
Let's go next.
3 hours ago.
I thought you were
Okay.
Maven. I came upstairs to like.
So
Okay.
he gets
Callie,
to
shut the fuck up.
So they do castle things, and they do more
Callie, shut
castle
up.
things. Oh, they have a feast.
Mishi!
There are ghosts. Okay, ghosts like fly out.
You're too
And
bright,
there's
dude. My eyes hurt.
nearly headless Nick.
My
They're
eyes
like,
are hurting.
nearly headless Nick.
Ouch.
How'd you get your name? And they're like,
Right.
oh, it's
Fuck.
because, and he grabs his head, and he can narrowly take it off, but he really can't.
Callie, don't
Hello.
be dumbass.
And
I'm gonna take out my cock.
so, next thing you know,
Next thing you know, Callie pulls out his cock.
what
I
happened?
already
here?
got my cock out, dude.
Something happened. I can tell you that. Then I think they go to bed, okay? So they go to bed, they wake up, class. Class is boring, potions class. Potion master bad, his name's Snape. Bad. Something else happens. I think they like, then this blanket. Oh, Snape, he just like, I'm bad.
Mr. Sucks.
Bad. And they're like, okay, he's bad. I don't like him. Oh, and he's also like, Harry Potter, I'm gonna make fun of you. And Harry Potter's like, no. And Malfoy's like, yeah. Okay. But then, okay. Then that night. Does anyone know what night it was?
Thursday afternoon.
Sure. Okay.
It was
that night-
Sunday morning.
I actually don't know. But, that night, okay.
That morning.
No, it was the night. Wait, or was it the morning? No, I'm pretty sure it was the night.
That morning.
There was this blanket. Wait, no, that's for Christmas. Alright, we're just gonna skip to Christmas now. Okay. That Christmas. Wait, but then we skip Halloween. Halloween happens, they have fun. it's
Okay,
Halloween.
this is
Then it's-
boring.
Christmas, I think.
Oh, it's a potion right now. Okay, I can actually.
Thank God,
No,
my
but he
eyes
gets
can.
back for Christmas. It's someday. I forget when, but it's someday. So he goes back, and he's like, man, I really wish I could have an invisibility blanket. And he gets an invisibility blanket, and he's like, well, that's cool. Now I'm gonna abuse the power like anyone else. So he starts abusing the power. And I think he ends up. Does he? Wait, that might actually happen. Does he? Does... Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit down, so I'm gonna go over here now. Okay. So then he's like, wait, no, he does not get. Then he says like, wait, he doesn't say anything. Callie, do you remember what happens next? Okay. Mishi, do you? Hey. Oh yeah, he's using this magic blanket. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't get hit. That's the crazy part. Yeah, because he's invisible. Yeah. And he's also invisible. Okay. So then, if you take the stuff, and yeah, they also find out that there's egg with Hagrid that's dragon, and they're like, Hagrid, dragon egg illegal, and he's like, yeah, you're right, okay, we're gonna give it away now. But then Malfoy's like, no, because you guys are up past bedtime, and he goes to tell McGonagall, and McGonagall is like, wait, but Malfoy, you were up too, so like, now you're all in trouble, and Malfoy's like, oh, well, that backfired, because it did. And so then they were like, okay, you guys are gonna go into the Forbidden Forest. X9, do you know what the Forbidden Forest is? Oh, good. Trust me, I'm gonna explain it 100% better than any movie or book will. Okay, so there's this thing called the Forbidden Forest, and in the Forbidden Forest, there are... Okay, well, it doesn't ever tell you what's in there, but there are things in there. And one of the things are horse people, okay? And the horse people are like... They say something, I don't know. And Hagrid's like, alright, I got crossbow, let's kill whoever killed the unicorn. And Malfoy's like, okay, but we get the dog. And he's like, okay, coward. And he's like, aw. And then Harry and Malfoy are together, I'm pretty sure, right? And then they find the thing that's eating the unicorn, and then the guy who's eating the unicorn then is like, sees Harry, and he like is like this. He's like, okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? He's like, ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, and he does that for some time.
What the fuck?
And, oh, hi, Mishka. Okay, so then, but he doesn't actually have a gun. But, so then a centaur thing, that's what they're called, horse people, then jumps down and is like, hey, leave the kid alone. And he's like, man, you caught me, I'm gonna leave now. And he leaves. And the centaur is like, I did it. Okay, bye, Harry Potter. It's like not safe for you. And which makes you wonder why they even put him in the Forbidden Forest if they knew it wasn't safe. Like, that's kind of dumb, especially for some like smart wizard people. But you know, whatever. So hold on. Getting distracted by my contrail. Look up. You see it? If I do circles, it makes circle. Alright. Anyways, so basically, where was I?
Forbidden Forest.
Forbidden Forest, yeah. Okay, so next thing you know, it is, oh god, it's almost been an hour. Okay. No, they were okay with that. They were like, you know, the kid could have died, and he probably in the book he was supposed to die, but he didn't. But they're like, you know, he could have died, and he was supposed to die, but he didn't die. And they're like, yep, I got you, you're free. So, what else then? Oh yeah, so then they go back, and then he has a dragon egg now, Hagrid, and they like, dragon, okay, giveaway dragon, bye-bye dragon. Oh, wait, that was before. Okay, so now they know about this big snake, and the snake is, like, big. Like, how big, if you're wondering? It's, like, here, let me show you how big. It's, how can I show you? You see this sword? You see this big sword? It's big, right? Yeah, it could eat this sword. Okay? It could eat it. He just go, yum, 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 and bam, it's gone. Or, no, he doesn't need to go, yum, yum. He goes, and it's gone. It's bigger than this tavern. No, it's not. But it's, if it wanted to, it could... You remember Catman earlier? How he was big? It was like as big as him. But a bit bigger. Okay, but not as wide. It was just taller. Be the snake. And so they learn about the snake. Oh, wait, no. They learn about a monster. And then they're like, oh, wait, no, that's a second book. Okay. Never mind. There's no such thing as snakes in this world. What? Snake? Big snake? What? That one's real. That one's real. That one's real. But the one I was just talking about isn't real. But then, shoot. Oh yeah, they learn about the stone that gives, like, life, and they're like, whose stone is it? And then they're like, I don't know, let's try to figure it out. And Hermione is like, oh, dude, I read every book in library and nothing tells about it. Except for this one guy I thought I forgot to mention, named Philosopher. That's not actually his name, that's just who we're gonna call him. And Philosopher, but we don't know anything about him. And then Harry's like, oh, well, I did have a card about him, or a card that had him in it, that told us about him, but I'm gonna wait to say that until the end of the movie. That way we can have more screen time. Hold on. Yeah, wait. Dude, why does my... Yeah, I do. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think I want me to go in a Discord. Hold on. Okay, so... next thing you know... Okay. They were like... Then he tells them about him. Or tells them about it. And... Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, guys? I'm doing a story time right now, but I will later. It's story time. Anyways, I got to get back to the story time. Bye, guys. Good luck. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So next thing you know, okay, you'll never know what happens next. He tells them, okay, and you'll never know what happens next, okay? You ready? There are puzzles. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you guys about the big dog with 3 heads. There's a big dog with 3 heads that is big, like, big, and he, is guarding something, and they get there because they were, like, up one night, but they weren't supposed to. Or, no, I think, yeah, they did something, So they get to the dog, and then they know that the dog. Oh wait, so the big giant Hagrid's like dog sleep wind music, and they're like, oh haha, you told us how to like kill dog but make it sleep instead. And then he's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, but oh well, you guys won't do anything about it. And then and they think that Snape is evil guy. Okay, they think, oh, Snape is bad guy. Okay, so next thing you know, okay, next thing you know, okay. Yeah. Okay, fine, just give me 1 second. No, it's more like, here to, here. You see my
dog.
2 hands over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that big. A bit bigger than that, actually, you know. But, you know, that's just the way of the world, you know. Or something along those lines. But, what happens next? So then they get past the dog at, like, right at the last second. And you'll never believe what happens next. Guess what they fall into? Yes, but no. They fall into this thing called Devil's Snare. Okay? And why do I have a sword? I'm Harry Potter. No, not this Harry Potter. I'm gonna be this Harry Potter. Okay, so then Hermione's like, hey, wait, this is Devil's Snare, you just gotta relax. And Harry Potter's like, oh, she okay, dude? And then he just, they all relax except for Ron. Ron's like, no, I'm not gonna relax because I'm built different. And he's like, okay, well, they don't like light, so here's light and light. And so then he falls down. Okay, then, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So, pretend like I'm in vines that's like trying to kill me. He's like, hey, you ready? He's like, okay, hold on, let me think. I'm gonna try to say this in British. Okay. Oi, oi, my crumpets are falling out. Oh no! I know it, oh no! Something like that, okay? And then, he's like dying because and he's British too. I forgot to tell you, this takes place in British land. And, he's like, oh no, or however you say British stuff. And then he doesn't die, and then they go to key place, and they're like, that's the key to door, and the keys are flying, and he get key, but all the other keys now try to kill him, so he puts in the key, so then they start trying to kill him, then they go to a room that is a chessboard, and then Ron dies, okay, but he doesn't, because it's a wizard place, okay, so, he like, literally, you'll never believe what happens. This chess piece walks up to him and is like this. You ready? You'll never believe what it does. Okay? It literally just walks. So pretend that you're the chess piece, okay? Just pretend you're the chess piece for a second. And it just walks up to him and is like, blah! And he's like, ah. Okay? Hold on. Why can't I blow my horn? Yeah. He's like, but in British, okay? So he says it in British. And then they go to potion. Oh, wait, but he says, the chess piece went, pew. Okay. But then You'll never guess what happened next. Never in a million years. Okay, they walk into a room. Oh, by the way, Hermione's like, I'm gonna take care of Ron. You go without us. You might die, but it's okay because Ron will still be alive. And he's like, okay, bye guys. And, then, next thing you know, they walk into the room, and he's like, Professor Snape, you will now not cool. Oh, I forgot to also tell you guys, like, way before when he first gets the blanket. Remember that part? Yeah, so he first gets the blanket, and he's like, there's this mirror that tells them about, that, like, basically shows you your biggest, like, what you want the most. And he saw his parents, okay? Because he wants parents, back, because he's dead. I mean, they're dead. Oh, and also the whole movie's basically these two people being like,
Gucci man.
Harry, you're not that cool. And he's like, oh, that's mean. My parents died.
Introduced a bit.
What'd you say? Catman, you're here for the last part of the movie.
Oh, it's already done? It's only been like 10 minutes.
No, I'm at the last part. Okay, so then, you ready? He goes off to try to face off Snape. But next thing you know, Snape isn't there. It's the other professor. We don't know his name, though, because I forget things. Yep, that guy. Oh, they also killed a troll. That might have been important. But yeah, they end up killing a troll, I think, on Halloween. That's what I was missing in Halloween. Like, 45 minutes ago, I was like, something happened on Halloween, but I don't think anything happened. That happened. They killed a freaking troll. Okay.
Which one? Can you give us
the
a name?
one that... Oh, there's multiple? They kill a troll. I think it's like a mountain troll. Okay. And then, so Harry goes and about to face off. No, give me you. Okay, Harry is like, Snape, face me, and then it's the other professor, and he's like, hey, I'm bad guy, and I'm gonna now show you my hair. Guess what? He doesn't have hair.
Who doesn't have hair? You saw
I
nothing.
forgot to tell you about him. There's another professor, by the way, but guys, forgot to tell you guys about him. Oh, also, they flew on brooms. I think he was also in this sport called Quidditch. Yeah. Quidditch happened, and, you know, I'm just so far away from the point, and it's already been an hour since I've started, so
I started this and my headset was at, like, 75%.
Yeah,
it's
you
almost
missed all
dead
the
now.
Okay, the next thing you know, okay, scariest thing happened. You'll never believe it. No one ever will. He's like, you wanna see my hair? And he's like, not really, but show me it. Guess what? He doesn't have hair. He has a Voldemort face on his head. And Voldemort's like, rah! And Harry's like, ah! And then Voldemort's like, hey, what do you see in the mirror? And he's like, oh, I see my parents. But he sees the stone. And then he sees he sees himself having the stone and putting him in his pocket. And then he feels the stone in his pocket. He's like, woo! And, he's like, and then Voldemort's like, nah, he lying. Kill him. And, he's like, what? And then he's like, Rawr! And then Harry touches him, and then he like is like, ah, and then Harry's like, you wanna see something cool? And he's like, no, don't do it. And he's like, come on. He's like, rawr! And he like, he shoots the other. He literally just incinerates the other guy. Like it's pretty brutal. And then what's his name? The other guy, Voldemort, kind of just like flies away or something. I don't know. And then he like is like, okay, I'm now gonna go to sleep on the floor. So he sleeps like this. And then, okay, you'll never believe what happens next. He wakes up. He's not dead. Harry, by the way, because there's still 8 other movies saying I kind of need him alive. So then they're like, "Oh, you're awake! Yay!" And he's awake. And I think he missed his like what he's like. What is it called? Mishi, you went to school, right? Yeah, so what is like it's exams, right? Yeah, so they're like, yeah, you slept through the exam, so you're just not gonna take it. Which I wish happened in real life, where if you just overslept, they're like, oh, it's okay, dude. But no, and they're just like, yeah, you slept through the exam, so you're just not gonna take it. And he's like, cool, because I was spending my whole time trying to find this guy, so I didn't even pay attention. And then what happened? Then they're like, yeah, bro, cool. And then I think then Dumbledore comes in, and he's like, good job, dude. That was real brave of you. And then Harry was like, bro, what happened? Oh, by the way, you're probably wondering, why didn't Dumbledore just come down there and kill him? And it's because, Dumbledore was like halfway across the world. So, it's not like he really could have came there. But he tried to come, and he got there right as Harry fell asleep. So he picked up Harry and, like, shot him into the, bed. He's, he's asleep. But, no, I don't even know. So how are you supposed to know? Something else happens. Really cool, I'm telling you that. And I'm gonna explain it right now, okay? Basically, you remember the part when I talked about how he had friends now? Yeah, okay, so now he has friends. I think I skipped that part. He has, like, a lot of friends now. But that's okay, dude, because a story doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have a beginning and an ending, okay? And maybe a middle. But it doesn't need to have a good one, okay? Or at least that's just to me. But next thing you know, you'll never believe what happens next, okay? So you know how, oh yeah, so Dumbledore, oh wait, no. Ron's okay, by the way. Ron didn't die, he's fine. He's just chilling. Hermione is too. I mean, nothing really happened to her. She kind of just there. And then Harry's like, okay, I'm gonna go home now. That was fun. And the end. That's the Philosopher's Stone.
I have one question. What the fuck is a Ron?
I don't think you were there for that part. Ron is... Should I reenact what happened when he fell into the devil's snare? Okay. So you ready, X9? Pay close attention.
Yeah.
Take notes, okay? Because I'm only gonna do this once. Okay,
Yeah.
Blake.
Got my noteboard.
Oh, I gotta say this in British. Oi, oi, this is not cool, man. I am in Snav Devils. I'm not gonna relax because I'm dying. Yeah. Okay. That's Ron in a nutshell. He's scared of everything, and he's not smart. Oh, he also has a rat. I forgot to tell you that. He has a rat. Harry has an owl. I don't know if I told you that. That's pretty important, actually. Like, the owl is extremely important because something really big happens to the owl, and it, like, boom, you know? So yeah, that basically happens. And in the end, any more questions? No? Back to his house. You know, he doesn't want to go. But he has to. You know, class is over. So, or not class, like school. So, so yeah, that's Harry Potter. I feel like I spent more time him at home than actually talking about him at school. I think I spent like 30 minutes with him at school. And that's like what, 10 minutes in the movie, and I spent 30 minutes of it, and then the rest of, like, how many minutes is it? Like, 130 minutes is it at, him at school, and I only spent, like, 30 minutes on it. Yeah, Harry Potter's a tough one, but because I only watched it a couple times. But, you know, I think I still did a pretty good job. Okay, but then,